I entirely beg you, people and government of the DPR Korea, for your forgiveness. Please, I have made the worst mistake of my life.
These words, spoken before a panel of North Korean judges in 2016, marked the beginning of a tragedy that would grip international headlines, devastate a family, and expose the chilling realities behind the world's most reclusive regime. This is the story of Otto Warmbier, an American college student whose visit to North Korea set in motion a nightmare that would end with his untimely death. Otto Warmbier, a 22-year-old from Ohio, was driven by curiosity about the world beyond his own. Bright, disciplined, and charismatic, he attended the University of Virginia, majoring in economics and global sustainability. In his final semester, Otto planned to cap off his undergraduate years with a study abroad program in Hong Kong, but not before an adventure to one of the world's most secretive countries. Against the advice of U.S. State Department warnings, Otto booked a 5-day tour of North Korea with Young Pioneer Tours. Their slogan, "Destinations your mother would rather you stayed away from." For Otto and many young travelers seeking the extraordinary, the lure of the unknown outweighed the risks. His journey began in late December 2015. Otto joined a group of international tourists, Canadians, Australians, Europeans, and only one other American. The atmosphere was festive, their group dynamic, easy, and warm. On New Year's Eve, Otto and his fellow tourists celebrated in Pyongyang's Grand Square, joining thousands of locals in a rare moment of cross-cultural revelry. But behind the laughter and camaraderie, the North Korean regime kept watchful eyes. For foreigners, a seemingly minor misstep could spiral into disaster. On January the 2nd, 2016, as the tour group prepared to fly out of Pyongyang, Otto Warmbier and his roommate were the last in line at the airport. Suddenly, North Korean officials tapped Otto on the shoulder and silently led him away. His roommate remembers joking, "That's the last we'll ever see of you," words he'd soon regret. Rumors swirled among the departing tourists, but Otto had simply vanished. Days became weeks with no word, until North Korean authorities released a statement. Otto had been arrested for hostile acts against the state. Nearly 2 months after his detention, North Korea's version of the truth emerged. In a staged press conference, a gaunt Otto spoke from a script, confessing to stealing a propaganda poster for a church, a student club, and the CIA. The claims were bizarre, fabricated. Otto wasn't religious nor linked to those societies. The grainy video evidence was inconclusive. Regardless, Otto was found guilty and sentenced to 15 years of hard labor. For a possible prank or a setup, he faced a notorious penal system. The timing was critical. North Korea had just tested a nuclear weapon. U.S. tensions were high. Otto, an American, became a pawn in this dangerous diplomatic standoff. Nothing was heard from Otto. Privately, U.S. officials and his family were assured he was in good health. In reality, Otto was slipping further into tragedy. For more than a year, negotiations dragged on. Then, in June 2017, the U.S. was told Otto was in a coma. With urgency, a team led by diplomat Joseph Yun flew to Pyongyang. What they found was heartbreaking. Otto was unresponsive, emaciated, eyes staring blankly, a feeding tube in place. According to North Korean doctors, the coma resulted from botulism and a sleeping pill. American doctors disagreed.